How many of you remember being asked when you were young what you wanted to become when you grow up? And how many of you would say that the type of paid work you do is important for your identity? If you answered yes to both questions, let me tell you that it is not different for most young disabled people. It certainly wasn't any different for me when I graduated from university and tried to fit into the current labor market holding down a 9-to-5 job. Sadly, most of the time, I felt more like this, a square peg trying to fit through a round hole. Some days, it didn't work at all, and it felt very damaging. This seems to be a sadly common experience for young disabled people, as previous research in the UK has shown that while at age 16, young disabled people have the same hopes and dreams and professional aspirations as their non-disabled peers, by age 24, their aspirations are completely depleted and they've given up on the idea that they'll ever be able to find work. As a sociologist, I want to find out what happens between this time frame of age 16 and age 24. Which barriers do these people face? And how do they go about trying to find paid work when they realize that they can't quite fit in? I aim to use diverse methods so that I give my participants more freedom and flexibility than the current labor market gives them. I want to use narrative interviews and photographic methods to ask my participants how they imagine their futures and how they picture their futures, either in paid employment or in the absence of paid work, trying to find a way to join in society. I will compare the UK and Germany because in both countries, labor policy is rather different. While in the UK, young disabled people are forced through work capability assessments that are trying to declare them fit for work at almost any possible cost. In Germany, they're often just told, why don't you go on incapacity benefit and sit at home and do nothing for the rest of your lives? Obviously, this can be very frustrating, but both systems just try to save money and forget about the potential and the quality of life of young disabled people. My research is aiming to change that, and I want to give voices to young disabled people so that policymakers can take into account their hopes and dreams instead of just disregarding them. Thank you.